Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading for June 2020. This is going to be for anyone who finds himself here, first of all. But this is Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. You may have planets in the sign of Scorpio, or somehow you're just drawn to the energy of Scorpio. It's a beautiful energy. My daughter, many of you know, is a Scorpio, very intuitive energy. You know, I often look at my daughter and I think she doesn't realize how intuitive and how psychic she is. She's still the page, right? She's still the page, so she's still learning these things, but they're opening up within her, and I don't think there's any stopping it. You know, sometimes we're used to bring messages to the world, and, you know, sometimes you just can't help but do it. Anyway, I love you guys. I decided to use the Psychic Tarot with you because, you know, your readings always go deep. We always go deep. There's always some type of mystery involved, and I don't know, I'm thinking of the Magician. So, I don't know, some of you might be on like this, what's that song, Mystical, oh, I can't think of the song. You might be in some very mystical type energy right now. So that's probably why I'm drawn to the Psychic Tarot. So let's go ahead and give it a couple shuffles. I have already invited your spirit guides in to work with mine. As long as they're in the highest vibration, surrounded by unconditional love. I always ask for very clear messages. And I ask for what needs to come through, not always what we want to come through. Certainly, if that's part of it, come on in, right? Remember, this is an intuitive tarot read, so that requires you to kind of clear your mind, take a moment, you know, relax. If you need to shut the video off, listen to a little music, and then come back to it, or do a little deep breathing. But what it requires you to have is a very present type mind, a very opened type energy, and you can only have that with a clear mind, I feel. So go ahead and do that, and then let go of control. Right? This is not about what we want; it's about what we need. And what I mean by that is what we need then becomes what we really wanted, right? In the long run. So, intuitive reading. And let's begin. Alright, let's see what wanted to come out, didn't want to wait. We have material and spirituality, prosperity. Well, I like that. That's money and your spirituality. So for some of you, right off the bat, it feels like it's a signal saying that, you know, maybe you started a channel, maybe you do Reiki, maybe you teach yoga, you know, whatever it is. I feel like what it's saying is these elements are coming together, and, you know, I hate to say someone is ever going to get rich, because how do I know? That's your free will, right? You can make a change at any time. But what this is saying is the potential that's about to open. I feel like that's the thing. It's about to open. We have the truth. That's judgment. So, you know, maybe that's why I was meant to talk about, like, my daughter and myself doing readings and all that stuff. For many, I feel like this is talking about some type of spiritual type of way. The the way that I'm living my life, right? The path that I'm now laying out in front of me is coming from a very high energy, number one, right? But also very purposeful. So whatever it is that you're doing here, and I feel like you're doing it, if not, like, man, it's ready to go into action. It's, if your question was, if you came here asking a question about some type of spirituality within your material world, however that looks to you, and you wanted to know if you were on the right path, the answer is yes. I feel that very, very clearly. Very clearly. But then, you know, I'm looking at 6 and it makes me realize, well, there was something I had to let go. There's nothing I really need to talk about because it's not here, but yet the 6 is here, so it tells me that, you know, something had to change within me or within my life. But here's what happened. Because of that, now I live within the truth. This is awareness, by the way. You know, it's having awareness. It's being able to judge what's right, what's wrong right away. It's, you know, it must have to talk about your intuition. And, you know, Scorpio is a very psychic sign, though many choose not to use it, or many get confused by it. Some get scared by it, right? They're afraid of it. But I feel like this here now is saying that it's almost like it's giving you the purpose of why you're doing what you're doing. It's some type of truth, right? Judgment's a call to action. I don't know what that is, like chop, chop, chop. Let's keep going. You know, I'm looking at the 6 here, and he's looking out at really like a manicured type of atmosphere. You know, I'm looking out into a forest. There's got to be some type of element. I'm seeing these 2 water fountains, just like, and there's 2 of them within that 6. It's funny, there's 2 of them within that 6. And then earlier, to myself, I was thinking, well, it's a 20, so it's 2. We could be potentially talking about partnership. But I'm looking out at it. And the trees in the background could be options. Let's find out. What are we doing? Let's find out. We have new beginnings, but I have it in reverse, which is interesting. That's the Fool. So this is someone who at least was not willing to take a chance. This is not willing to take that chance. I'm not going to do it. Right? This is someone who's saying, I'm not ready to let go of the baggage of the past, of any life, right? This is someone who is not in the cheeriest of energy, but I can tell you this, it's simply energy, which means you can change that right away. And maybe this is what you're learning. This is part of the truth. Like, you can change that right away. This isn't like some type of something that, I don't know. I just feel like the Fool is saying, no, I'm seeing that 0. Nope. Nope. You don't got me. I'm not willing to take a chance. You know, maybe you don't know the truth of something yet, or you're not. Let me put it a different way. The truth is there. It's always there. It's when we find it, when we're aware, right? That's a different time. Sometimes it's all the time. Anyway, it's like that's when you really receive the truth of what it is, right? What this 6 evidently is. But I feel like this is someone stopping himself from what looks like pretty beautiful energy, right? I mean, take out the meaning and everything else and just look at the image, right? It looks like someone who's thinking and dreaming. 6 is about the action of it, though. Maybe this is someone who's finally seeing this new horizon that I've been waiting for, right? Someone's been taking care of it for you. Look how manicured everything is. And there's a 2. There's 2 what am I going to call them, like water fountains, but they seem to be like, kind of like the Ace of Cups, right? Overrunneth. They overrunneth. That's a good thing. That's the truth. But yet, I don't want to see this for some reason. I'm not ready. I'm afraid of it. You know, whatever it is. Let's keep going. We have solitude. Well, I like that. That's the Hermit. That's a number 9. So what does that mean? That means that right now, someone, whoever this fool is, it's probably you, may not be, maybe somebody else, but here's the thing. You have the Hermit right next to it, and you have Judgment on the other side of it. And you have the Fool. Let's think about these 3 energies, right? First, the Fool. What do I know? I'm the Fool, right? I'm starting a new journey. I don't know what lies ahead. Usually, I'm willing to take a chance to see. Here, this is someone who's not, right? So, Judgment being very strong, right? The call to action, purpose, truth, right? Trying to reach you. What's on the other side? The Hermit. What's the Hermit about? It's about a period of learning. Learning about my spirituality. It's a period of reflection. You know, the one thing you learn as a hermit, you know, many of you have gone past this stage already, but when you go in as a hermit, you're really seeking knowledge, right? You're asking the bigger questions. But a lot of times it's about the spirituality, you know, needing to understand the spiritual aspects of things, not so much the material aspect. I mean, look at the first word here, material and spiritual prosperity. Why? Because somebody went into, whoever this fool is, goes into the hermit mode. It almost feels natural, though I needed a shove. So anyways, here's where I expand. Here's where I'm able to look back with no judgment, right? No judgment, because don't claim to be a spiritual person, but yet be out there judging, you know, people where you have no right to judge. You know what I mean? You're learning a lot within this energy. And remember, think about the hermit. It's not so much here. She's in the books. She's researching, right? That's exactly how I began, with books. I went to the library and just started like getting different spiritual books by different authors. I would have like 20 books on one side of my bed, and I couldn't get enough. Something was changing in me, and now I know what it is. That was years ago. Anyway, I see that. But what it really means is, you know, I'm seeking the light. The hermit is seeking the light. That's why it goes there. I'm seeking the light. Please, how do I get it? Tell me. Teach me. Show me. And that's exactly what happens, because when the hermit emerges, now he becomes the light to everyone else, right? He or she is now the enlightened one. And with that enlightenment, I help many, many others. Listen, and many times you don't even know it. You know, it's energy. Okay, let's keep going. Look at this. I have prosperity begins by heaven in reverse. Dang it. So someone's not believing in their dream, because that's what I feel. I feel like this person's looking out at their dream. They're looking out at their dream, and I feel like the 6, if you are the fool, what it's saying is what you're dreaming, like what your dream is, it exists. What you see in your mind's eye truly exists. It's just you finding it along your path, and it's showing you what has to happen, right? First of all, maybe I do have to be willing to take a chance. However, first, I need to travel through the hermit. I need to awaken myself. Awakening myself sometimes is simply remembering who I am, remembering the strength I am. I've seen the North Star there all of a sudden. It's the only star in the sky. It's funny, I was watching The Voice last night, and one of my favorites on there, I want to say Thunderheart, Anyway, he sang a song. It's weird. I even remember this. This is not the kind of stuff that I usually remember. But anyways, he sang a song that was called Sedona. And it was about Sedona, Arizona. And I don't know why I feel that for someone. So someone may be there. It's funny because I feel the desert. Like kind of desert. It can mean you're just feeling dry. Right? You're thirsting. You're thirsting for what? Knowledge. So, prosperity begins, but not yet. Whoa. We have the universe. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Number 21. That's the world. Look at just the energy of that. It's falling under the card Judgment. Truth. Right? Truth. From who? The universe. I'm not believing in it though. Right? I'm not believing and I'm not seeing it for some reason. Well, let's find out what reason. We have more cards here. Okay, they're both in reverse. We have stand your ground. Interesting. And then we have the waiting game under the Hermit. Interesting, we have stand your ground, right? I believe that's the Six of Wands. And I'm saying that I believe that it's the Six of Wands because they changed all the colors and gave them all different all the suits different names, and you know, at first I was like mad at that, like how you shouldn't have done that. It just makes it harder to read, but I have to tell you what it did was it allowed another part of me to open up. I don't care what card it is somewhere else. What it is right here is what matters. Does that make sense? Okay, anyway, you have to stand your ground. So clearly that means there are other people involved in this, in you making this change. I mean, you have the universe there, right? You have the world card. But to me, that means, where am I going? Or, I mean, really, what does it mean? I should read it. You know what? Let me read what it says in this book. I never read this book. It's weird. No, it's not weird I never read it, but it's weird that I even want to. What is it? 21. The world. You've come... Okay, let me start over. You've come far on your journey, and it's time to be rewarded for your efforts. This card symbolizes completion, triumph, peace, liberation, and fulfillment. Everything you've strived for is within your reach. That is what the Six of this. I think it's the Six of what the hell? I don't even know. Must be Pentacles. Anyway, that's what this person is doing. They're seeing, they're believing, right? So you have that energy here. Anyway, everything you strive for is within your reach. Meet it halfway and grab it. The universe is the last of the major arcana cards and reflects the work that you've accomplished on your travels. But more importantly, it represents the wisdom you've gained along the way. So true. You should now honor and acknowledge the truly wonderful soul that you are and accept the vital part that you play in the bigger scheme of life. The world is yours to command, and you're free to travel in whatever direction your hearts desire. You've connected to everything in this cosmos. The universe card is a reminder that the same energy making up the stars in the sky, the same energy that's coursing through the universe, is in each and every individual. In ancient times, many believed that all of a sudden I lost it. In ancient times, many believed that each star was the soul of one person. They also believed that these souls shined so brightly to others through the darkness. And so, too, can you wise soul. Okay, well, clearly I didn't read it very well. I apologize for that. But man, you know, that's kind of fitting your message, I think. You know, stand your ground. Now, the importance of standing my ground makes sense with that meaning, with what we just read. Like, it makes sense, right? What's above it? The Fool. So, other people affecting this move. You have the waiting game right next to it. It's funny because prosperity begins is over here and the waiting game is over here. Well, what am I waiting for? Until I'm done traveling through the energy of the Hermit, right? Until I'm ready to flip the Fool back around. Until I'm ready to speak my truth to maybe everyone, or maybe to just the people in your life, right? It's almost like saying, don't hold back. Don't hold yourself back. I don't mean like call people and be like, hey, you know what? I never liked you. I don't mean that at all. I mean just forgetting about it. I don't know, but it's a powerful energy and it's next to the world. So, you know, look at that. Truth is right there. Okay, I'm gonna take one more line. Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna take one more line. You know, some of you are not believing your dream as in how you can make money, I feel. Maybe, you know, maybe you felt pressured because there is that type of energy here. You know, to be a certain way. Maybe you felt pressure that, you know, you couldn't be this way, that the way you think is wrong. You know, whatever it is, they've been giving you the wrong information, right? The universe is here to tell us the truth. So, stand your ground, right? This says, don't lose, you know, the waiting game. I feel like it's the Two of Cups. Honest to God, I'm not sure. No, I think it's the Two of Wands. Anyway, I don't care. I'm looking at the waiting game and I'm thinking what it's saying is it's almost like taking the energy of the Hangman, right? Stand your ground. Be patient about something. And that may be even, I have a feeling the Page of Pentacles is going to come out because I feel like for some of you, the learning, right? Just being willing to walk into the Hermit energy is celebrated. You know, it's not about how much I know, how much I've learned. It's that you are now doing it. So it's saying be patient, maybe even with yourself. But I also feel like it's saying, you know, when it talks about standing your ground, I feel like it means it in a very, I don't know, like gentle is coming to mind. But it's almost like I don't, like if I'm looking at the other person and they're saying to me, you know, I'm just worried about you building that business. Like, you're just going to, you know, you're going to go broke. I mean, come on, think about it. You know, how long will it last? You know, what other people's opinions will then get inside my head, right? So now I'm not really thinking for myself. I'm allowing them to think for me. And that's when I feel like the Fool goes in reverse. Why? I stopped being myself. And now I'm being what other people want me to be. Right? But this is about living your truth. So, anyway, I mean, I just feel like you could be leaps and bounds from people that are right around you. You know, look at that's 21 to the 7. 21 down to the 7. So, we could be talking about there's that two different vibrations. Okay, let's keep going. Honey, 20, 21. But then, bam, 21 down to 7. I don't know why I'm seeing it like that. Alright. Normally I don't take cards that don't flip out on themselves, but clearly these two wanted to come out. Okay, I must have the deck in reverse. Alright, we have harmony. Look at that. We have intuition. I mean, do you think the universe is not trying to talk to you right now? Do you think Source, whatever you believe, do you think that your guide, your higher self, is not trying to reach you right now? They are, through your intuition. So funny, because I just did Libras yesterday, and there is really a call for them to pay attention to their intuition. And I feel like you have the same call. You know, it's the truth. I don't know, because what does it do? Well, I feel like within the world, it sets you free. You know, it sets you free, but this world is surrounded by stand my ground and the Fool in reverse. But what's below it? My intuition. This may be over a person. Can't make my mind up. I don't know if they're good or bad. I don't know if I'm willing to give up a dream. It's funny, because I just looked at the truth, which is, again, judgment, and material and spiritual success or prosperity. And they're both looking out. And the Fool's looking like down. You know, I would say this Fool is down, like I feel like I'm a 0 out of 1 to, you know, I was going to say out of 1 to 10. Well, I feel like a 0, right? What do I do? I got to think about standing my ground. If it's relating to something, some type of passion, because this is about your passion, right? The Fool, this is saying, you know, this is about you, and only you, and all parts of you, right? I don't feel that, right? I don't feel that. Why? Because what other people have said and done has, you know, it's like you're allowed, you know, I don't know, I see like these things attaching to you, and I'm sure this is all of us, right? Which is the baggage that the Fool, you know, leaves behind. Like, there is no baggage. But here, I'm not willing to give up the baggage. What am I going to do? I gotta go into the hermit mode, and maybe there is where my truth lies, right? But nonetheless, what does this do to you? It awakens you. You know, it's like you rise to a higher level. How do you get there? Through your intuition. Maybe you're learning to build it, to trust it, right? Some of you, this has to do with someone else. Let's keep going. I have authority. That is the Emperor. Wow. That is tough energy, especially, look at that again. Look at the energy of him. And it's saying to stand your ground. Well, that looks a little tough, right? Because he looks a little tough. He looks a little bit unbendable. Yeah. I mean, he looks like he's guarding something, yet I feel like this is someone who claims that they're awakened. But yet he's a 4, so maybe he is. I feel like, I don't know, it's almost like you either know this person. I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling like your intuition, like you have a lot of energy being driven into your intuition. Why? Well, because what's next to it? The 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. And what is it looking at? The Emperor. Now, this could be my boss. This can be, you know, someone who I look up to. You know, I can take a professor, what have you. But nonetheless, who do I have to stand my ground to? It is to this person. Let's find out. Let's get the last card out. And it's almost like he's not going to let you pass. Like, who is this? Emotional loss. Some of you, I feel like this is a recovery period. I feel like you've been in a recovery period of losing someone. And I do feel like it's the Emperor. So for some of you, it's father. I do feel for some of you, it is a lover. And, you know, I don't know, I guess I want to tell you that they're fine, right? Like, they are awakened. And maybe that's why I'm seeing him that way. But it's being shown that way, like, I'm awakened. But yet then I have the Five of Cups next to him. So, in some way, there's been a split between me and, I'm just going to say, the Emperor, whoever he may be in your life. There's been a split. And it's funny because he's looking directly at me, but yet I'm just kind of in the Five of Cups. I'm just kind of off on my own. You know, it's funny because all of a sudden I realize this is the Lovers. But still, the Emperor is the father. So I kind of feel like, to put this in a nutshell, it's like, I feel like a lot of people here are somewhere in the energy of the reverse Fool, right? But nonetheless, you know, and I feel like some of you are beginning to allow the universe to, like, guide you, so to speak. But nonetheless, what's the energy for you, for us? It's about turning us around. So we're willing to take chances, right? But first, it's asking. It's almost like, but first I need you to take a class. I need you to go to school. I need you to ask for this class. And it's a class called spirituality. You know, you need to pass that course. And in that course, you need to, without judgment, be able to look back, right? Reflect upon my life. And it is about you and you only. Not about them. It's about you. That's what the reflection is about. And that's all parts, right? It's the truth. It's the truth of the matter. Because somewhere between here and there, what exists out there, I feel like comes this reverse Fool, but you know, I'm not willing. And it's funny because if there is someone in spirit trying to reach you, what they're telling you to do is stand your ground. What does that mean? Remember who you are, right? Remembering who you are. And again, like, this person is enlightened. Usually the Emperor is someone I look up to anyway. But this feels like, you know, it's funny because now very, very seldom do I feel spirituality within the Emperor. I don't know why, but today I do. Today I do. And I'm recognizing this split between, you know, even though it goes 4, 5, look at that. 4, 5, 6. What's missing? 4, 5, 6. 3, and 1. Okay, let's bring out the clarifiers before this is the 3-hour reading. Look what's on the bottom of the deck, awareness. And it's funny because the Libra had the exact same thing on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is really energy for everybody. I think to change it up a little bit, we're going to use different cards to clarify. Alright, you know, and I have to look at the two energies, the entering and the exiting. So the Five of Cups, we have to talk about that. The Five of Cups is, you know, sometimes it's a woe is me. It becomes a woe is me. It doesn't begin as a woe is me, right? The pain is real. Like, everything is real. But within the Five of Cups, like, that's all I keep focusing on, is the loss of. And, you know, whoever this is, it feels like, especially if they're in spirit, it's like, you don't need to be doing that, right? And again, call to attention. Get out of this reverse full energy. You know, I'm giving you this enlightenment. Don't take on what everyone else is saying. Because within the Five of Cups, there's two cups that this person has yet to even see. And it's funny, then we go back to the beginning where this person is looking out what I feel like kind of is like their dream. But I don't believe in it anymore. But it doesn't mean you can't believe in it again. And beyond that, it doesn't mean it can't be exactly what you're dreaming. Some of you maybe already begun that. Let's see. Okay, that's way too many. Alright. You know, and I just have to say again, I feel like if you've lost someone in spirit, intuition, just the way she looks, it's almost like she's thinking or remembering. But remember, this is more like soul type of energy. But she looks like she's still in movement. And that may be the message. Some of you may think there may be no one better than what I've had. But maybe better is not the word. Maybe just different. I have the whole deck in reverse. That's weird. I have the Hierophant. And I'm not going to keep it in reverse. That is the card of Taurus. It's weird. Normally I look. These cards are like sticking. We have the Three of Wands. So, you know, I feel like within the Three of Wands, that's where the fool begins to turn around. And it's funny because the Three of Wands is about optimism, about the ships that have yet to reach shore. But they're there. They're there. And it shows waves, right? So there may be like this challenge and that challenge, but they're not, you know, it's not a tsunami. And this optimism, where is it coming from? Well, it's coming from my belief system. You know, the belief over what? The truth. It's funny. I'm not funny, but it's powerful. You have the Hierophant with judgment. You know, I feel like this is belief. Like, you know who you are. You know. I don't know. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you, I'm telling you, you're not believing in something that you want to create. Something I feel like you're meant to create. And something that has to do within your material world, but also within your spiritual world. And what it's saying is prosperity is part of it. However, the Eight of Pentacles says, but you have to focus on it, right? And what's focus on it doesn't mean you got to spend every minute of every day, but the time that you do put into it, it has all your attention. You got to allow the parts of you that want to open up and, you know, which can be curious and follow that. It's kind of like what I do in my readings. That's why I like doing them, because, you know, I'm always curious. What's next? What's next? Anyway, but clearly, and look at the Hierophant, again, opening that So something within your spirituality, getting optimistic about it, turning that energy around. Let's keep going. We have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is funny. Coming over the Hermit, what I feel like is about stabilizing myself. Like stabilizing my foundation. But the Eight of Pentacles, going into the Four of Pentacles, almost like, I don't know why I keep saying almost like, but so this person is putting the real focus, the real energy within, you want to do this anyway. Like this is something that you want to do, and you just so happen to be blessed that you can make money through it, but you're not believing that because of other people, right? So, Hermit. And then what happens? Then what's above it? The Four of Pentacles. To me, that's the type of foundation that really can't be knocked over, can't be blown over. We have the Six of Pentacles. Look at this. The Six of Pentacles is a very loving type energy. It's a very give and take, but receive. It's where I allow myself to receive and I give to others. And, I do it for no other reason than it brings me some sense of joy. I feel like if someone's like worried, like, well, if I make money from this, it may not be, can I do that? This is saying that you're giving to the world in different ways. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive. And I love this coming over the Hermit. So, charitable, empathetic, compassionate. But what I also love about the Six of Pentacles, so moving from the Four to the Six, is the stability, again, within it. It's very like-minded. If this is talking about people that I create with, or people who may find my work interesting, it's showing you that you're going to find like-minded people, right? Where? In and through your spirituality. When? Well, when you realize you're not living your authentic, and that can mean one little thing, like, is that your authentic self, or is that what other people are telling you the way it's got to be? Because the Eight of Pentacles is also energy about you. What you put your focus, what you put your talent into, you can make money from. It can help build really a solid foundation. And I feel like, again, bringing you to this energy of very like-minded people. So I don't know how the Fool would not turn around in that energy. Maybe I'm being used as judgment to give you the message that, someone is being the Fool in reverse, right? And what do you need to do? Stand your ground. Don't move so quickly. For someone, I feel like, remember that you're at the beginning. And there's nothing wrong with being at the beginning. Because someday, it's going to continue to grow and grow and grow. And that's probably why I'm noticing numbers going up and down. Anyway, why would the Ace of Pentacles be in reverse? Well, that's pretty clear. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands. So again, I feel like, here's this Ace of Pentacles, but in reverse. Right? You have Judgment here, trying to get your attention. Talk about what? About attitude, about energy, right? Because wanting you to go into the Three of Wands energy. What is that? It is looking at things with a different perspective, a different lens, knowing that all can be, right? But, you know, there is a stipulation to the keys, and that is saying that you've got to trust in yourself and find your craft, build your craft, and it will bring you what you need. It will bring you not only a strong foundation, but it's going to bring you to, you know, your soul family members. And that feels good, right? And then, you know, all over the Hermit, that's beautiful energy. That's becoming aware. So, bam, we come over here again. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So, I feel like for some of you, it's things that your own family is telling you. But yet, this Two of Wands is looking right at the Ten of Pentacles. Almost like, you know, why? Because it's coming over the world energy, and now it knows the truth. Just of oneself, of one's ability, whatever it is. I'm looking directly at that family here. Directly. And I feel like what some are saying, you know, and maybe you're saying it in a way now because you have the Hierophant right above you. It's almost like it's become part of your thinking, right? My belief is what I speak. And I'm not looking within the Two of Wands if somebody believes me or if someone doesn't believe me. I'm going. You know, my mind is made up. You've received some type of truth. Well, let's keep going. We have the Ten of Wands. It's like, I've had it. I've had it with what I've been doing, the way it's been. It's funny, you have the Ten of Pentacles and then you have the Ten of Wands, and you are in the middle. So for some of you, you know, and this could certainly be talking about, I don't know, because I just feel like for some of you, your family has become a burden. Why? Because they're not seeing things the way you're presenting. I don't even know why. All I know is that you feel like you want to leave it. I feel like when the Ten of Wands comes up, it feels like it almost wants the Tower to come in. You know, but I feel like the universe is saying, but you can do this, right? You can, well, the universe, you can do this. You can stand your ground. And then you can go if you want. But I feel like trust what you're receiving, because you have the universe here. You have intuition connected. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Prince of Wands. So we have the Princess, or I'm sorry, we have the Princess of Swords. Well, why did I say Wands? And now we have the Prince of Cups. And then we have the Princess of Cups. Look at that. So some of you, this may be talking about a lover. And there's people around me who are like, no. No. You know, I feel like it has to be both. Because I know for some of you, it's business. And it's what you do with your hands. What you build. What you know, your imagination. And then you putting it out there. You know, like you have that ability, and you have the ability to really strengthen your own foundation, and it changes you. You know, and that's why the Two of Wands here, I feel, is very confident when I finally speak up, because I've been changed. You know, it's almost like I'm enlightened. I mean you no harm, but this is something that I need to do. So I feel like the Princess of Swords is someone who had cut, right? Now, she's also attached to the Eight of Pentacles. So let's think about that for a second. She's about communication, learning how to talk. Sometimes I talk good, sometimes maybe I have a bad mouth sometimes. Maybe I don't. I don't know. But she is about communication, and she's coming over. Stand your ground. And she is also looking back, and she's looking at that Ten of Wands, and I feel like, boom, there is an energy change. And I have to say, over the waiting game, we have the Prince and Princess of Cups, and They're kind of looking at each other, but one's coming in and one's receiving. Now, what I like about this, what's above them? Well, above the Prince is the Four of Pentacles. This is energy I can trust. This is energy of someone who knows the importance of, paying my bills or whatever it is, right? There's an energy you can trust with them, and I like that. And what do you have right above the Princess, the Six of Pentacles? Well, whatever is about to come her way, she's going to say yes. And she's going to enjoy. They both are. And I love that they're coming together, and I love that they have very stable energy around them. For some of you who have lost someone, this is simply saying that someone may be coming into your life, and maybe it's someone you work with, I don't know. But I feel like mainly what it's saying is learn to love again. It's okay to love again. Like, give yourself these experiences. Maybe it's not always the same person, but each person is different. I don't know. And I know you guys keep saying, why are you saying I don't know? It doesn't, to me, I don't really mean I don't know. It just means let's find out. Okay, let's keep going. So, now the Lovers isn't looking so bad to me as we move from this energy. But I have to tell you, I feel like even to get to this energy, because you have the Prince of Cups and the Princess side by side, and this Princess of Wands almost feels like, she's going to defend it. Princess of Wands be someone, I'll defend it to the death. I may be foul with my mouth. Who cares? I don't know. But she seems like she does communicate whatever she's, what she needs to communicate. Maybe this says just communicate what you need to communicate, and don't worry about the rest. Like, don't fight about it. Just make the statement, and that's that. That's that. I hope you like it. I hope you'll support me. But whether you do or not, that's up to you. Right? You can't allow other people to keep affecting you and stopping you, and because you'll never get to where you want to get. And again, the Six of Pentacles. But it's more about the way he's looking out at his dream. Okay, let's keep going. There we have the 10, the 10 of Cups, following this Prince and the Princess of Cups. And then we have Justice. Card of Libra, by the way. But I have to tell you, it could mean a divorce for some. And it may be over another. But for some of you, I feel like what this is saying is, as you begin this new journey, right? Maybe some of you are doing it because of love. And other people are saying, you can't. Oh, I need you. We need you here. No, you don't. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Because here's the 10 of Cups. And this is a lot of love up here. And this is after you've turned the full around. So, the waiting game. I'm looking at that. First I thought it was the 2 of Cups. I don't even know. It doesn't even matter. But because they came out together, this tells me, it makes me feel good. And then you have the Lovers and the 10 of Cups with Justice. So what does Justice promise? Justice promises to make you whole again. To make you whole again. Maybe I'm not feeling myself up here, right? I'm not willing to do things up here. I'm like, what is going on? This is not who I am. But the universe is helping you to come to that realization, to show you your importance. But not just that. Like, believe in your craft. Believe in it, because it's going to build you up. And what does it do? It helps to change you. It helps you to look at you at a different way, in a different way. And it makes you start to understand that, you know, the tragedies that I've had in my life, that is truly what gives me empathy and compassion, because I've walked in your shoes, right? That type of energy, like, I get you, probably like no one else. And I feel because this Princess of Cups and the Prince are below that, this is the type of energy we're talking about. But then if we even go over here, we have the Ten of Cups over the Lovers. I mean, hello. When you have energy that's touching the world, touching your intuition, and it's justice, I don't know. I feel like this is talking about making you whole again. This may just be the beginning. And accept that. It's okay. Because you do have the Two of Wands. But trust. Above that, trust. Your belief. Stick with your belief. Keep your energy in a certain way. Doesn't mean that you're always positive, but you always, you know, when you know that you know that you know that what lies out there has a lot to do with my own energy, you start to create in a different way. And I'm feeling a lot of that energy with justice. Some of you want to go towards a Libra. We have the King of Wands, potential Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Strength card coming over, stand your ground, and this Emperor. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Well, you know, this doesn't surprise me, because I know for some of you this is about your own craft, whatever it is, your own talent. Let me put it that way. And, you know, because I keep saying this is the beginning, maybe you don't even know. Maybe you don't know yet. Maybe it needs a little work, but so what? You get better and better and better and better. The Nine of Pentacles talks about success. This is about, you know, what I put into something, it comes directly back to me. The Nine of Pentacles to me, you know, I don't feel the energy, you know, I feel like if this has to do with the family, I don't feel the energy of, like, it doesn't feel like I'm angry towards them. Maybe others would be, but I'm more of in an enlightened state now. So maybe I even help the family. I don't know. But the Nine of Pentacles, this is, you know, it's funny you started the Eight of Pentacles, which is the beginning. And then you come down to the Nine of Pentacles, which is the success. It's also independence. Independent energy. But that doesn't mean I can't be in a relationship. But what it does mean is I feel very strong on my own. I probably make my own money. Look at this with the Ace of Pentacles, and again, it's in reverse. Interesting. That dog won't stop barking. I don't know what it's barking at. Stop barking, dog. Do you wish it was that easy? Like, stop barking. Anyway, why, for some of you, am I not doing the things that I truly want to do? It's because my mind, my heart, is staying in a lower type energy of loss, of not understanding, right? Maybe pain, or for sure pain. But what the Five of Cups above all is saying is to take a look at what you're focusing on. Because there's 2 cups of fulfillment. These 2 cups, and we've seen them somewhere, they're overflowing. They exist on your path, right? But your part within that is this. Beginning with going into the hermit, growing, learning, expanding, right? My light is getting brighter and brighter and brighter, and by the time I emerge, I am, let me go, let me speak, let me, right, whoever I need to face, let me face, because I feel enlightened. I feel, I just don't even know why that Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. It feels like it should be the other way, but it's not. And for some of you, it may simply be you don't want to accept other people's money. Let's find out. Let's go below. Princess of Pentacles. So that's good she came out. This is someone who is on a path to seek knowledge, right? She's on a path to grow, right? She wants to grow into the Queen of Pentacles. This can certainly talk about like where I'm working, like maybe I'm a secretary, but I actually want to be the CEO, right? This is, but the Princess of Pentacles, what keeps dropping cards? The Princess of Pentacles is what she believes is number one. She believes that she's on a path, and as she's gaining knowledge, she's growing. Let me see what fell. Oh. Okay, enough of the dog. Alright, let's look at this. So this fell on the ground. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the Tower. So the Tower is connected to this Emperor. And, well, here's the Emperor. Jesus. Like, you know, thank you guys. So clearly what's showing us is someone, I feel like you lost this Emperor. And this is what you're trying to overcome, right? You're trying to overcome this. For some of you, this is about movement now, allowing love back in, because the Emperor comes back out attached to this Tower. But the Emperor is looking towards the future. And it's almost like the Emperor is saying the world is still yours, right? This world is still yours. So, the Emperor, again, my father, my brother, this is someone I looked up to. Or this is someone, you know, I'm not going to say anyone who's perfect. Let's just, I don't know. Anyway, this Emperor completely tied to the Tower and you needing to overcome it, or the other way around. What this is saying, whether this is someone in spirit or this is happening in your life, whether it be work related, whether it be love related, or whether it be to your family, ultimately the Emperor comes out and is looking forward, and the Emperor does remind you of your belief. Right? Your belief, which the Hierophant is your first card, which changes your energy. So I like the Emperor coming out there. But it's kind of clear why this Ace of Pentacles now is in reverse. Right? Here you are in the 9 of Pentacles. So I don't care what sign you are. This is saying that you have the ability to truly succeed. Maybe beyond your wildest imagination. Who knows? But you have the ability. You know, who knows? You know. How do you know? because it's up to you. Within this Eight of Pentacles, it's up to you. What you focus on, the universe, which is here somewhere, is saying, we're behind you. We're going to help expand that for you. And immediately, you are expanded. And not just that, but the beautiful people, and I'm not going to say every person you meet is beautiful, but your energy, it's almost like, I don't know, I feel like someone comes up and they're like rude to me, and I'm like, it's too bad that, you know, they're not happy. But they're not. So, that's too bad. Other than allowing them to pull you into their aggressive energy. Six of Pentacles, it's the opposite. So, what else could the Emperor be saying? Well, the Emperor again, and it has a cross on it too, so I know it's talking about your faith also. And it's like he's handing you, saying the world, and we have the world here. We have the energy of the Hierophant belief. It's like he's handing you this world, which is enlightened, right? And, trying to get you out of the energy of the Five of Cups, where you're putting your focus, trying to let you understand that there are two cups, whether that be love or success or all of it. We have the Ten of Cups and we have the Ten of Pentacles. Whether it be all of it, what it's saying is, you do your part, and the universe is going to do this part, its part. I feel like, I'm definitely feeling strong for people who aren't doing a certain business that they want to do. Maybe it's due to money. Maybe. But I feel like there's a way. And maybe if I go back to the Six of Wands and I see it, even if it doesn't exist, I see it in my mind's eye. I see it how I want it to be. I see it. And when I see it, I believe it. And when I believe it, I go after it. And here's the Eight of Pentacles going after it. And Four of Pentacles next to it, you create. If you're looking for a foundation that cannot be rocked, here you are doing it. And you're doing it with the people that you're truly meant to do. And what happens when you're in energy? Love. Love happens. Love happens. What comes to you, comes to you. And what do I mean by that? I mean, remember the universe is saying, just do your part. And I feel like it's more energy than anything else. See what it is that you want. See it like it's coming in. Princess of Cups receives this energy and is not expecting it. But she's happy but she's very joyful within it. It's funny, it's like this prince is in one part of the world and the princess is in another part of the world. But yet, here they come together. And it may have, if we're talking love, which we are, listen, this may happen when your foundation, when you are now doing exactly what it is you have dreamt to do. Listen, don't think sometimes, I don't know if this is true or not, but what I feel like is when I focus on just love, 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 and what I've lost, and this and that, nothing seems to go my way. But when I turn my attitude around, my energy around, and I start to think of all that is possible, and I mean, all that I create, and I use this all the time, and then doing it. Here is doing it, but nonetheless, I feel like it will just come to you. Maybe not exactly how you pictured it, but probably better. And what I mean to that is, I feel like within this Prince and Princess of Cups, You know, maybe this person doesn't come in all masculine with, you know, whatever it is you're looking for, dark, curly hair, I don't know. Maybe comes in with blonde hair and blue eyes. And you're like, well, wait a minute. You know, this is about, especially because of the energy you're in, I just want to say, just allow. Just allow. Okay. So, what's the Princess of Pentacles doing over here? She is seeking the Nine of Cups. What's the Nine of Cups? Self-fulfillment. Self-fulfillment. I feel like, for some of you, if this Emperor is negative energy to you, I want to tell you, and you may be doing well right now on your own, and maybe that's why this Ace of Pentacles, they may even control it somehow. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like you're able to overcome this energy. I feel like you will overcome this energy. I feel like it will end. And I do feel like you're going to make it end. You know, it's not going to just end. I feel like you're going to make it end. You're looking at the Nine of Cups. And I'm looking at, not just looking at it, but receiving it. That is self-fulfillment. That is me feeling very good in my own energy. And the Emperor here with the Tower connected to him, and I felt this energy of like, within him. I have a feeling, you know, I wanted to put this person down for a second, but I have to be honest. I feel like this person may have become enlightened in their own way, on their own journey, right? Here's the Emperor over the Five of Cups. This tells me this is energy of someone who misses you too. But this is someone who's in action, who's being the prince up here. And I feel like, you know, I think I'm going to let it go, but I feel like really what this is saying is, how do I want to say this? I feel like this reading is asking us to, first of all, be willing to take chances in life, right? It is asking us to start living our lives the way that we want to live our lives. Like, you know, even though you're responsible for, you know, I'm not saying leave your kids, not that type of energy, but maybe it's your job. Maybe you're miserable there, and you want to start your own business. But you use the excuse that I can't start my own business because I don't have the money. But what you could be doing is taking each paycheck, and I know you're going to tell me that you don't have enough. I feel like saying, well, then don't buy anything extra. Because I feel like what it's saying is put a plan in place where you put a little money back each paycheck, or each, if you're collecting unemployment now, like I'm going to take $25 out of each one, $50 out of each one. Maybe, and you do whatever you want to do with that, but it's like, see it in your mind's eye. Know it can be possible. And if it has to do with your craft, make the plan, see the plan, and then follow the plan. Because I feel like the Ace of Pentacles should be upright. And how I turn it upright is with my own energy. So if someone's not willing to stand behind me, because I want to create whatever this is, or they feel uncomfortable within that energy. If they feel uncomfortable with the energy, well, then they're just probably not meant to be in my energy. I don't know. I feel like I gotta, before I end the reading, I feel like I gotta take a couple cards on the Ace of Pentacles. I don't like it being in reverse. You know, it just kind of means it's down the line. It's down the line. But why is it down the line? Because, you know, it's saying some of you are just focusing on your loss. Whatever that loss is. And instead of doing that, which is of course your choice, you should be creating. You should be believing in yourself. You should be growing, right? Princess of Pentacles. I'm seeking that knowledge, right? I want to have that strong foundation. Well, what it's showing is as I'm on that path, that's where my lover exists. Look at, I have the Two of Pentacles here. So this is just talking about a decision. Clearly it's talking about a decision. You know, he's the juggler, but he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. It's a two. It's the beginning. It's a two. It could be talking about couples, right? It is coming right under the Princess and Princess of Cups. But nonetheless, there's those ships. There's those ships. Do I take a chance, turn around, and see him? It's saying that you're capable of it. So maybe that's why this ace is in reverse. I just feel like you feel like you're not capable of what exactly you are capable of, and even beyond that. I feel like as you start to open yourself up, and I know I've had to do this myself, it's like I doubted myself all the time, and now I just don't censor myself at all. Not at all. I say exactly what I'm thinking. Even if it makes no sense, I know to someone it does. And I feel like it's saying trust in how you want to make your money. Stand up where you need to stand up. Don't take all, taking everybody's word as your own word. Nope, nope, nope. This is saying be your authentic self. It's who you're meant to be anyway. Right? This is the, did you have to choose this path? No, you could have gone many different ways. But ultimately, I love that your intuition is here next to the Lovers. And, it's not saying no. It has the Ten of Cups right over it. But, she looks like, the intuition looks like she is concentrating a little on the Tower. And that would tell me that, I'm not using my full intuition. Concentrating on the Tower, which would make sense why the Five of Pentacles is, focusing on the loss and not what is yet to be of my life, Okay. Okay. Let's leave that there, guys. We'll do an oracle card. Man, I took a lot of cards. I don't really need to clean this up, but and let's do a Mother Mary. Open your heart. I allow myself to feel the full range of emotions, especially all the forms of love. Let's read that. This is a card with a very important message for you. Spend less time thinking and analyzing, and more time feeling and experiencing. Mother Mary asks you to open your heart more. She realizes that you may have some fears about being emotionally hurt, and she offers to comfort, support, and guide you. Of all the components of your spiritual path, opening yourself up to experiencing love is the most essential. Make the conscious choice to risk being hurt. Hello, that's the Fool in reverse. Let me reread that. Make the conscious choice to risk being hurt and drop your emotional defenses. Be vulnerable and real, and allow others to get to know the true you. Mother Mary and Archangel Michael act as your shield so that you can be open and protected seamlessly. Wow. Beautiful. So, you just need to go for it. If it feels right. If it feels right. Do it. Do it. I love you guys so much. I truly, truly do. You just all become family to me. I want to thank you for your beautiful comments. Just let yourself open up. We don't know who you are, right? Maybe I do, but other people don't. They don't know who you are. If you feel like you need to. I feel like the more that you do that, I always feel that who's ever meant to see this reading will see this reading. I know I get thumbs down, and that's okay. Those are people who maybe they needed to see the reading, but we're not ready to receive it, right? There's nothing we can do about that. We can only give it, leave it open to the person if they want to receive it or they don't, and I'm okay with that. Do I wish they would just get rid of that button? Yes. Is that going to happen? Maybe. I don't know. It's not really on my mind, even though I'm speaking of it. Anyway, thank you for being a subscriber of the channel. It just lets me know that you feel that my work is worthwhile. Because, listen, ultimately, that's why I do it. Thank you for giving me a chance. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. Welcome to part of your soul family. Have a chair, sit down. Thank you for those who donate, even in the hardest of times. We're a community. We love each other, and we're here to help pull each other through whatever it is that, chances are, whatever it is you need pulled through, one of us have already pulled ourselves through it. Let us help you. Let us help you through our experience. Many times that's why we have experience, so that we can then become the light to another. Be the light, but be in a gentle and loving way. Not everyone wants to receive. You can usually tell who wants to receive and who does not want to. At least I feel like that. I know. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for, again, like I said, donating to the channel. It's what keeps the channel alive. If you would like a personal reading, all the information is right below. Please just go ahead and read that. I am 2 weeks behind. It just is what it is. I wish I could tell you I could do your reading tomorrow or within an hour. But it's just, it's just what it is. And I'm thankful for each and every personal reading, so thank you very much. I usually make them about an hour and a half long, maybe 2 hours. And they're usually pretty deep. So be willing for that. Also, if you do want to purchase a reading, please be okay with the time. I know that 99.9% of you are, but there's that 1%, like, when's my reading? Know that, I don't know. I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong. Like, where's my reading? I just paid my hard-earned money to get a reading from you. How long do I have to wait? Well, the answer is 2 weeks. And I want you to know that going in. But also, if it's over 2 weeks, I want you to understand something. When I do a personal reading, like, I do go in order unless I feel drawn to a certain energy for that period. Then I may jump someone ahead. You know, different things, because I want to feel very drawn to your reading. That is really how I help. And by the way, use your birthdays. Don't be afraid to give me your birthday. Your email goes nowhere. Matter of fact, as soon as I send over your video, I delete the whole string of emails. So you don't have to worry about that. But I use that. I use that to do a little numerology. So it's always interesting. Anyway, I don't know why I keep talking about it. I love you guys so much. Hi, Jen. I hope my daughter's watching. I hope Faith is probably watching. Faith likes to watch them too. She's my granddaughter. Lily, I think, my other granddaughter, she's watched a few, but I don't think she's avid. And that's okay, right? It's okay. Sometimes it's nice to have, you know, I was telling Sam, I said, it's nice that I have this audience, you, where I can just, you know, I can just let these things out, right? And it means the world to me, so thank you guys. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I don't know why, I just feel like talking. I love you. Have a fantastic month. Remember that your energy is what makes it or breaks it. And don't even worry about the time period. Like, okay, so I chose to watch this on May, I don't even know the date anymore, May 18th, but it's really for June. Don't even think that way. You're meant to see it when you're meant to see it, right? Because I feel I always invite your spirit guides in. Some people don't like that I say that, but it's my reading. You know what I mean? It's my table, my cards, and it's my intuition. That doesn't mean that you cannot have a different perspective than me, by all means, right? But understand that, like, you know, what I've learned and what I'm really learning is when I do my readings to do it the way that I'm feeling it, period. If I say something wrong, maybe I was meant to say it wrong, right? Maybe that is what related to someone. That is just opening your mind. It's funny, it says open your heart, but open your mind too, right? Remember that we are all connected, and we should take care of each other. I love you. I will see you next month. Bye-bye.